Hey guys, welcome back to a part 2 of restoring this Craftsman. That bike's in the way, but I got a little fender piece thing here done. It's not the fender, but that's just what I'm calling it. And I'm starting on just the front. First step, take that off. Now that I'm getting ready to sand, I am going to get some painter's tape and just cover the sticker. A good person who would restore stuff would take off the sticker and reapply it, but I don't want to do that. I don't have the time or the adhesive or the stick or thing. So I'm just going to put some tape over it very carefully. Well, the painter's tape didn't work, so I'm moving on to masking tape. Now that I have that done, I can start sanding all of this down. Well, at least the front. Depends how the rest of the back is. Once I get some brake cleaner and clean it off. And then I'm going to just prime it and paint it just like I did before until it rusts off. But first we gotta sand the paint off, sand as much of the rust off as we can, and then we'll use our rust remover gel and CLR cleaner stuff. I'm going to take a break from this and do this, which I pretty much have completed because I started last year. And I'm just going to take a little bit off the sides and completely sand down the top, get all that rust and stuff off. And then I'll just continue with the primer and then just paint it. I definitely skipped over some steps, but this is probably about the last coat of primer that I'm going to put on it. And then I'm ready to paint the front of the top of the hood. Okay guys, so I got the fender off, and I will end up sanding that down back there, but at this point I am definitely going through with this. And yeah, I'm just outside, but I might do a little up front, but at this point I'm pretty much just sand it down and get all the rust off. Maybe put some of that rust gel on, and there's not really any point in me really like going through it while recording because it's literally just what I said. And I already showed you a little bit. So I'm just going to do that, get everything nice and shiny and painted and put it back together. Step 1 is to take this red pinstriping off. Then just got to sand it down to the bare metal, like right here and here and stuff. Okay, so I got all the headlights in. Now I'm just going to put some of these really cheap nuts on that came with it. Maybe. You can see they're literally just like a sheet. They're not even like a whole nut. So if you really want these, well, they've been holding on for like 30 years so far. But if you really wanted these to hold on, you would use like the actual like big nuts. Like the whole nuts. They're actually made out of like a chunk of metal instead of just the sheet. We'll get those on, and then we'll look at it from the front. And just one little thing, when you are tightening these with a wrench, if you have the little sheet ones, tighten them to the point where like they don't want to turn. Don't sit there and keep cranking them. It's like you'll feel like when they just want to stop turning. Oh, yep, right there. They just don't want to turn anymore and sitting there keep cranking it like crazy. Because then you're just going to ruin them. You'll have to get more, and if you want to keep cranking them like that, then feel free to go buy some like really good actual whole nuts. But these, that should not be that big. Okay, we got a ways to go on this. I'll just yeah, and these brackets should stop wiggling. Like the whole top wiggles, but like the whole plate right here isn't moving. As you see with this, you can't see this one. See, like the whole plate itself is moving. And that's not good. So now that I got all those nuts on there, let's lift her up and just see where it's. Oh my gosh, what happened to the pinstriping? This is no. This is just disastrous. It's all dirty. Gonna have to redo it. No. So I'm gonna do the pinstriping later. This is like a little sticker. And I got this little, I'm gonna call it a little bumper thing on the bottom here. Like a silvery. Now I'm gonna get the top on. And you can see there's a difference in the color, because this is the original color. And that's the new color. The new color is like way more shiny, and this is oil and dirt covered, but you can still tell the difference. After a while of trying, I finally got it on, and that is looking pretty sweet. And you can see, well, in the right light, you can see a difference, but there might be a few dirt marks on top because, you know, look at my hands. But those wipe off with a rag and a little bit of pressure. Now I just got to get that pinstriping on. What is just a sticker? You peel off the back, stick it on, and I don't know what's next. So, okay, I got most of the stuff done, like the hood. Got some of the lenses cleaned up. Let me turn on another light over here. It's dark and my basement's a mess. I don't know if it helped, but I'm going to get some glass cleaner and clean those lenses. Okay, I got those clean. Now I'm going to put the pinstriping on right here where it was, and I did have someone go out and get me red pinstriping. It's a little thicker, but it's probably about the same size. So I'm just going to put that on, snip it off with a pair of scissors, and poof, pinstriping is all done. It looks nice and a whole lot better than it did before. So now I just got to push it down. Make sure it's all the way down. You're supposed to do it with a cloth, but, you know, I don't follow the rules. So now we gotta put the headlights on. Okay, to continue on, I did put some electrical tape here. I mean, it was pinstriping, but it's pretty much electrical tape, just vinyl on the side so it holds up better. But it was getting pretty ripped up, and I couldn't find any of it in the stores, and I don't want to order it online with all this virus stuff. So I just stuck electrical tape over it for now. That should be fine. And then I'm going to paint these, but first, I'm going to show you the fender, which I have started. Hi, cat! Why is my camera not focusing? Hi, cat! Oh, you're gonna come say hi? Well, I'm just priming the bottom of it. It's not a thorough job because that's the first part that's going to get wet, so I'm not going to do all the work to sand it down, just so I could use it, because it always gets really wet at my place. So it's just going to get wet and soak through and come back, so I'm just going to do a quick job on that. Oh, excuse me. So I'm just going to do a quick job on that. But we can always take a little kitty break. So, I'm going to get the piece of cardboard just to hold up here, and then just paint and prime the rest of it. Let's have some brush gel right here. But then, we should be ready for assembly. Unless you want to do what I did, go a little over the top, take the wheels off, and do the side. But no one should be looking at that. But it would be something good to do. But that shouldn't go bad anytime in this lifetime. The engine would probably go before that happened. So on this one, we did a few engine repairs. The wheels broke out and stuff. And this is just thin metal. But it survived since like the 70s. And since this one I'm working on is the 80s, it should have no problem. What are you doing? So now for the assembly. So I got the back part with the hitch on there ready to go. I just have them started. So then I'm gonna get an electric wrench and put them on. Now that I got those on, which is, I hate to say it, it's time for the fender. But I have to find something to put in here, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay, I have now got the fender on. Now it's time to put the seat on. So I just gotta take the nuts off the bolts and just put it in the hole right there. So now I got the seat on. And it's sturdy, it doesn't wiggle a whole lot. Now just looking at the bracket, it doesn't wiggle. So I think I'm almost done. Now just pop the hood on. Well, I'm gonna get the back tires first, because yeah, they're the bigger thing and they're harder to do. So since the back tires are on, it's easier said than done. Now it's time for the front hood, and you are probably gonna have to move, Cat. And this is gonna be fun. You know why? It's all the way in the basement, which means you cannot fall. Please don't fall for me. Stay. Almost done, bud. I've got you. I'm gonna be sitting down a lot. And I finally got the hood up and put on, and it's done. May have nicked it a little bit. I'm trying to get it up the steps and stuff, but I'd say it turned out pretty well, because unless you're, it's not too noticeable, but I'd say it. Wait. What? No, is this not all the way? Yes, all the way. Red left is on the inside. But it's done. All fixed up. So, if you stuck with me through this entire series, and you like stuff like this, which this is like the most extreme I've ever gone, then subscribe, like the video. I am really proud right now, so I'm going to go sit on it for the next hour and just be happy.